So what's going on, man? Gniady back here with another video, and today I'm gonna be going over the best theme teams to make inside of Madden 23 Ultimate Team. So the playoff promo just came out today, season 3 just came out today, so I want to go ahead and start going over what are the best teams right now. Okay, the playoff promo came out, and I'm just gonna let you guys know up front, teams that are in the playoffs are most likely teams you're gonna want to make a team on right now currently. So we're gonna go over some of the teams in the playoffs and kind of how they're looking and what to look for to kind of know what is a good theme team. Right, overall is a little bit deceiving. It doesn't always mean everything. I'll go over the key factors of what makes a good theme team throughout this video. But starting off, I'm running the Legends theme team, not the highest overall theme team in the game, but the one disadvantage of running the Legends theme team is the fact that they do only get a +1 speed because of they only get 40 out of 40. So at quarterback, you know, they get John Elway, Steve Young that just came out today. I might try out this Steve Young. Let me know if you guys want to see that for the team. Denard Robinson also on the team. I did not like this Denard card. I would have this Elway card, but he is super duper expensive still, which is a little annoying. So you guys have seen my theme team before. If you haven't, you guys can go ahead and watch that video. Go to my channel. It's one of my most recent videos, and see how that looks in the game itself. But besides that, we got the halfbacks, right? Keith Byers, I hear everyone say is the best running back in the game. I currently have Eric Dickerson. I don't have a problem with him. I don't see the reason to get rid of him at this current point. Fullback doesn't really matter. It's nice to have two fullbacks though, because even though they probably will never see your field, at least that helps with your chemistry. It gives you +2 to your chemistry no matter what you're doing. You want the most amount of slots possible to be able to be filled. That way it's the easiest you can to get to 50-50, and then if you want to have non-theme team players on your team, that way you have space to do it. Then coming over to wide receivers, Tim Brown, Plaxico Burress, Herman Moore, Andre Johnson, Marvin Harrison, Keyshawn Johnson. All these players super duper good, right? All of them are really good. I am currently running Herman Moore, Marvin Harrison, and then CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee is really good. He's not, obviously doesn't get my theme team chemistry, but he's super duper good. Rob just came out today. Obviously no one's gonna have him, but I do have Tony G. I really like Tony G. He's really good. Obviously on the offensive line, our team's gonna be my team is gonna be a lot better than everyone else because we have so much more options, right? With this team, Legends theme team, Legends come out every single week, every single promo. There's new Legends come out, which makes sense why they made it only a 40 out of 40 possible team, because otherwise everyone would make a Legends team most likely, because it would be no reason not to. Then defense, super good. So going through, I talked about what makes a theme team good, right? So the first thing I look at is quarterback. All right, it's not super important that they have a good quarterback, but if they do have a good quarterback, that helps, right? So quarterback, halfback is okay as well, right? Quarterback and halfback aren't super important, but the most important part of a good theme team, in my opinion, are the wide receivers. Okay, if you can get +2 speed on your wide receivers, that is super important, right? Who are your wide receivers? Who are your corners? And who are your safeties? Okay, all of those matter very much. They're all tremendous in how much they matter. So why this matters is because these are your skill position players, obviously, right? And getting the +2 speed for those guys is crucial, right? Darrelle Revis, 96 speed. You get him on the theme team, 98 speed, Darrelle Revis, right? We got this new Champ Bailey, 96 speed, 98 speed on the theme team, right? So looking at guys like this, you want to get guys that are worth getting to have that +2 speed on them, right? That's the most important part. Same with the wide receivers. Having the fastest possible wide receivers is what makes a theme team good. 97 speed, right? So T.Y. Hilton, I believe, is the first 96 speed base wide receiver. So there now is a 96 speed wide receiver, just to keep that in mind. So that's a Legends theme team. We're done with that one, right? So that in my opinion is the best theme team in the game. But now Zero Chill, I don't really think is a good, but even though they're 94 overall right now, they're gonna be every single day, basically they're gonna be getting worse and worse, because no more Zero Chill players are gonna be coming out. So they're the best they could possibly be right now, and they're only gonna get worse from here as time goes on. So let's go ahead and hop into the Niners. My friend has a Niners theme team. I'll probably be making a video on their actual theme team coming out soon here, but they just got an upgrade at Steve Young today. Super good. His release is a little bit slow, and he's also lefty, so if you don't like lefties, then you're not in a good spot. But 94 speed halfback, not that bad. If you have 50 out of 50, Christian McCaffrey's not that bad, even at this point of the year, in my opinion. Then, like I said, most important thing we're looking at is wide receivers. Deebo Samuel, 96 speed. Randy Moss, 95 speed. Stevie Johnson, 95 speed. So wide receivers, they're a little bit lacking. They do have good height though with Stevie Johnson and Randy Moss though. Deebo's not that great, okay? In real life, he's good, obviously, but in the game, he is not that good, okay? 96 speed is okay, right? But he is pretty short, so that's a bit of a turn off for me. Jerry Rice is bound to get an upgrade, so that's why the Niners same team at the end of the year is always really good. Dion wide receiver card most likely will get an upgrade. Randy Moss for sure is getting an upgrade. Same with Jerry Rice. So Randy Moss and Jerry at the end of the year will have 99s. So at the end of the year, these teams will be good, right? But right now, how good are they, right? So out of 10 right now, based off of this, let's see. George Kittle, 96 just came out. That's actually super duper good. 96 speed at the tight end position is insane at this point in the year right now. So that, right, I actually didn't see that part, so that's actually really good. Offensive line is a little bit important as well. 92, 92, 93, 94, 89. So they're actually pretty good at the line position, at the lineman. 96 Jason Verrett, 98 speed. He is good, right? Very fast, but he's a little bit short, so just keep that in mind. Richard Sherman and Deion Sanders, even Rod Woodson. So this overall team, I'd say, is a top 5 theme team in the game easily. 95 Ronnie Lott, 92 Hufanga is not that great, but he's manageable, right? 95 speed. He's got some good height. I believe he's 6'2". So there is some promise right there, right? 95 Ronnie Lott, super duper good. So overall, this theme team, I would say, is actually really good for and they're only going to get better because they're in the playoffs. They're most likely going to win and keep getting more cards as the playoff promo goes on. So keep that in mind, right? Like I said, teams in the playoffs are going to be really good. So try to keep that in mind because they're going to continue to get upgrades. Then going over to the Bengals, right? So the Bengals, I think, will also get a lot better. Joe Burrow only getting 93 is criminal, in my opinion, right? But quarterback does not matter that much. Most of the time, you're going to run a non-theme team quarterback anyways. Running back position, they're a little bit lacking. 94 speed is not the best at this point in the year. It's manageable. Wide receiver spot, they're not very good, right? Jamar Chase is about to get an upgrade, but even when he does, he's still a little bit short, right? So it's not that best. So overall, the wide receiver position, if they get a brand new T. Higgins, right? A T. Higgins upgrade, Ochocinco upgrade, even an AJ Green upgrade, that would be super insane. Having those 3 players on your team at the same time would be really good. Tight end position, not a guarantee they get an upgrade there, to be honest. So just keep that in mind. Line, they look all right. You know, they're okay. They're actually pretty decent. The only position they're lacking looks like to be left guard. So keep that in mind. Corner position, they're super duper lacking, and I don't see a world where they get a bunch of upgrades at corner. Free safety and strong safety, they're also very lacking. So overall, I give this team like a 7 out of 10 right now. Even with upgrades throughout, I don't see them getting much better. So that is a little bit of a concern for this team. I don't even think they break my top 10 theme teams, right? But as it goes on, they could possibly do it. So that's the team. Buffalo Bills, right? Before you even click on it, they're never that good every single year. They're never that great. They always tend to be lacking in some crucial spots, but Drew Bledsoe, 95 overall, pretty good. Marshawn Lynch, 95 overall, pretty good, right? So they have a manageable quarterback. They have a really good, actually, halfback, right? Marshawn Lynch is a beast this year, all right? Even though his stats don't seem anything crazy. 96 speed on a Bills theme team. He plays super duper well. Against me, I've had a hard time stopping him. So I would say for sure, definitely a good card. Stevie Johnson, might get an upgrade, but he is pretty tall. Stephon Diggs definitely going to get an upgrade, especially throughout this playoff promo. Bet on it. He will have one. Or team of the year. Be sure to look out for that. Sure going to get one. So eventually they'll be pretty decent, but Stephon always gets robbed on speed. So that's a little bit of concern. Gabe Davis, if he gets an upgrade, that's also kind of Important. Dawson Knox, 89 speed, not very good. He just got an upgrade, so the likelihood of him getting another upgrade in the times coming up is kind of low. Their O-line is a little bit lacking for sure, a little bit to be desired there. Corners, Stephon Gilmore definitely gonna get an upgrade. Tre'Davious White definitely gonna get an upgrade. And besides those two, I'm not sure they're gonna get many other upgrades, but they probably will have two top tier corners. So you'll most likely have to be running a third non-theme team corner. So just keep that in mind when you're going through this team. Free safety, 96 Micah Hyde, top 5 safety in the game. He is a little bit short, but currently I would say he's a top 5 safety in the game. Lawyer Malloy, Jordan Poyer's definitely gonna get an upgrade, so keep that in mind as well. If you have Micah Hyde and Jordan Poyer up at top, you're gonna be in a good spot. So overall, I'd say this is maybe my 10th ranked team right now, but nothing special. Buccaneers, I ran a Buccaneers theme team last year. You guys could go see that video. 95 Tom Brady, he's a top 3 quarterback in the game right now for sure. He's very, very good. He gets a lot of great discounted abilities, and his release is pretty good as well. Halfback, they're a little bit lacking, but you can manage with that one. Tim Brown, really, really good card that just came out. Mike Evans, a dog. Keyshawn, manageable. He's not the greatest, but he's manageable. Julio, still nothing great. Scotty Miller, you can run him if you wanted to. 96 speed on a theme team. That's definitely serviceable at this point of the year. The only problem, he is small, right? So just keep that in mind. So overall, that's a really good start to this theme team. I would say they're actually pretty good. You get that 98 Gronk. You have the best tight end in the game. Plus, he'll have 97 speed at tight end, bro. Just let that sink in for a second. 97 speed at tight end. That's insane. At the line, they're a little bit left to be desired there for sure. Cornerbacks, though, this is where they've always been pretty solid. 96 speed, 98 speed Darrelle Revis, insane. 96 speed Richard, he's tall, so it makes up for that little bit lack of speed. Rondé Barber, 94 speed at this point in the year is nothing special. Jordan Whitehead, definitely a lot to be desired there. And then John Lynch, still really, really good at this point in the year. 96 speed, 6'2". Good height. So when it comes to your corners and safeties, along with your wide receivers, height is also important along with the stats, right? You're going to get better animations. You're going to be able to dunk on people, etc. Dunking is still very prevalent at this point in the year. So just keep that in mind going through your theme teams. I'm going to go over 2 more theme teams right now. The Chiefs, I'm not even going to look at them. They're not that great, okay? Just keep that in mind. Cowboys and Eagles are the next two I'm going to go over. Cowboys and Eagles, right? Cowboys is still, I think they're top three theme team in the game, including legends. So Randall Cunningham, dog, just keep in mind, very expensive, right? Has a pretty good release, 95 speed, gets good discounted abilities. So Marco Murray, pretty good, 96 speed. I think he gets pretty good abilities. Randall Cobb, 97 speed. T.Y. Hilton, 98 speed. CeeDee Lamb, probably a top 3, definitely is a top 3 wide receiver in the game because he gets that 0 AP short and elite. That's super duper clutch, right? 97 speed. So they have 3 dogs at wide receiver right now. All 3 of these guys would start on my team 100% if I was running the Cowboys theme team. Mike Ditka's manageable, 94 speed. He is a little bit short though, so that's the only knock I have on him. Tight ends, I'd like to be really tall, 100%. At the line, they're pretty good. The Cowboys are known for their offensive line. They're pretty good at this point in the year. Left guard is a little bit lacking, but they're for sure, in my opinion, going to get an upgrade at left guard, 100% coming up. And they're a team that most likely will be winning and getting more upgrades throughout the playoffs. So, cornerback, 95 overall, Harold Carmichael. He's 6'7". He's a dog, right? He's a little bit lacking when he in coverage, right? But for the most part, he makes up with it for his height. So 96 speed at corner is very good. If you have this 94 Dion, 96 speed. Trayvon Diggs, really, really good. 96 speed. Okay, his speed isn't the greatest, but he does play really well. So if you have all 3 of these corners, you're in a good spot. Malik Hooker and Darren Woodson. This is probably the best I've ever seen Cowboys corners look at any Madden ever. So just keep that in mind that they probably won't be getting too much better. But for this point of the game, top 3 team in the game for sure. And at the number 2 spot, I have the Eagles. Eagles are probably the best team. Not probably, they are the best team to have besides the Legends theme team. If you're gonna run a theme team, Randall Cunningham, Jalen Hurts, Mike Vick, all manageable at this point of the year in my opinion. Keith Byers, like I said, probably the best running back in the entire game right now. 97 speed at running back. Devonta Smith, 97 speed. He's got some pretty good height. You know, he's a little bit flimsy, a little bit light, but that's fine. Mike Wallace, it's not that bad. Art Monk is still manageable for sure, 95 speed. If I were running this team, I'd say I'd probably have Devonta, Mike Wallace, and Art Monk at my wide receivers. You could maybe just sneak in Harold Carmichael right there if you wanted to because of his height. Zach Ertz, very, very good, still manageable for sure. 95 speed at tight end, 100%. You can definitely run him there. At the line, they're definitely pretty solid, 100%. They have all 90 pluses on the line, which makes them a really good team, desirable team to have for sure. Harold Carmichael, like I said, really good. Rasul Douglas, really good. And I would say I'd run big play Slay still over Alec Allen. That way you don't have to waste a team captain spot there. Use it at a spot where it's a little bit more needed, right? But Harold Carmichael, Rasul Douglas, and Big Play Slay, all three very manageable players. Brian Dawkins isn't that great, but I think I saw a new CJ Gardner. Oh, there he is. He's at the strong safety position. So 96 CJ Gardner Johnson just came out. Complete dog. And Weapon X isn't the best. I would say most likely you'd rather be running a non-theme team free safety, but if you have to, you could probably get away with him. You couldn't run man with him. 87 man is really bad at this point of the year. So if you're gonna be running mainly zone, you can get away with running Brian Dawkins right now. But most likely, I would say run a non-theme team player at the free safety position. So overall, that is my theme team rankings and who I should be running. Like I said, be running playoff teams. That's going to be your best bet. So if you guys did enjoy this video, go ahead and like, subscribe, comment what you guys want to see, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
S1, I was the best one. You thinking way back, you should have kept them. You always question all of my methods. I try to hold you down. I just want you to got a hit. I swear that you don't check your phone. I be pulling in